Greetings mga ka-spacers natin out there from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And sa lahat ng ating mga ka-spacers worldwide and netwide, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. This is your ka-spacer and space commander, Prof Jun Cajigal, welcoming you to another online telescope viewing. This time mga ka-spacers, my telescope is pointing at the waning gibbous moon at about 98% illumination. And today is March 19, 2022. So waning gibbous po na po tayo mga ka-spacers. The waning gibbous moon is the phase between full moon and last quarter. And the waning means that the moon is appearing to be getting smaller. So parang lumilit na po yung buwan. Waning means it is getting smaller. So mga ka-spacers, come with me. Samahan niyo po ko in the next 30 minutes as we study the waning gibbous moon through the lenses of my telescope. And by the way mga ka-spacers, ito po yung telescope na ginamit ko for our lunar imaging tonight. This is a MISR 70mm long tube refracting telescope. Refracting because this telescope uses lenses to produce a magnified image of the distant object. Ayan po. So very rare po yan. At maniwala po kayo sa hindi. At itong telescope na ito ay nabili ko lang sa halagang 1,000 pesos. So inayos ko lang po yan. Pero yung tripod niya is a work in progress. So kung mapapansin nyo sa ating lunar image, medyo shaky po yung image kasi po yung tripod. So yan, ayusin ko po yung tripod. Pero nonetheless mga ka-spacers, no, the image is crisp and clear and very sharp po yung mga lunar features. So samahan niyo po ako in the next 30 minutes at namnamin po natin ang ganda ng waning gibbous moon at 98% illumination. So again po mga ka-spacers, pag sinabi nating waning means that there is a gradual decrease of the sunlit part of the moon after full moon. The waning process lasts until new moon and it has two phases mga ka-spacers, the waning gibbous and yung waning crescent. Alright, so samahan niyo po ko and kung meron po kayong mga comments or reactions about yung ating lunar imaging tonight, just feel free to type in your comments or your reaction. O kung may mga katanungan kayo about the moon, just comment down below and we would like to hear from you. And also mga ka-spacers, no, at pakiusap lang po to please like and share this online telescope viewing para po makarating sa maraming estudyante ang ating ginagawa, para ma-inspire po sila to love the sciences, especially astronomy. Alright, and ginagawa natin itong online telescope viewing dahil meron pa rin po banta ng COVID-19, nandyan lang yan sa paligid and hindi pa ho tayo safe even though naka-alert level 1 po tayo ngayon. So ganito muna yung ating gagawin, online telescope viewing hanggang sa mag-improve po yung sitwasyon. Online man or face to face, ayan po yung aming advocacy dito sa Vedan Society of Young Astronomers. We are bringing the telescope to you mga ka-spacers. Alright, so in a few minutes mga ka-spacers, we will be magnifying the image of the waning gibbous moon. Yan po yung hinihintay natin. Alright, and bago po tayo magpatuloy, again shout out kay Mr. David Rioferio from CSR Insights and yung World Vision Philippines po mga ka-spacers, at in-interview niya ako kahapon. So please check out yung aming interview with David Rioferio. So yung link po nasa aming Facebook page, The Vedan Society of Young Astronomers. At marami po akong kwento dyan about my passion for astronomy. So check out that interview with Mr. David Rioferio from CSR Insights. Okay, so in a few minutes mga ka-spacers, we will be magnifying the image of this waning gibbous moon. Alright, so kahapon po March 18 yun po yung full moon. ito po waning gibbous na at 98% illumination. Okay, and by the way po, yung full moon natin kahapon based on the old farmer's almanac, tawag pala worm moon. Ayan na po mga ka-spacers. So here is now the magnified image of the waning gibbous moon. Ayan po. So medyo shaky lang po yung ating tripod. Ayan. So I have to do something about it. Alright, and nasa gitna po ng ating screen is the Copernicus crater. Ayan, yung parang malaking puti na yan. That's the Copernicus crater. The Copernicus crater is a lunar impact crater located in the Oceanus Procellarum, named after the astronomer Nicholas Copernicus. And ang diameter po niyan is about 93 kilometers. And yung kanyang depth is 3.8 kilometers. Grabe mga ka-spacers, no? Mas malaki pa yung crater kaysa sa Las Piñas. Alright, so habang ginagalaw natin itong lunar image natin, just imagine that you are on board the Apollo spacecraft, no? So para po kayong nakasilip sa porthole ng Apollo spacecraft. Ayan po. So imagine niyo po yan kasi yun talaga yung pangarap ko nung bata ko. Gusto ko maging astronaut nung bata ko. Alright, kaso wala, hindi natuloy. Okay, so eto na lang po yung ating magagawa. So ang telescope po ay parang spaceship. I consider the telescope as a spaceship. So habang tumitingin ako sa eyepiece, ini-imagine ko na para akong nakasilip sa porthole ng command module ng Apollo spacecraft. Alright, and eto po mga ka-spacers, no? Pababa na po itong magnificent crater. Ito po yung Tycho crater. Alright, the Tycho crater mga ka-spacers is a prominent lunar impact crater located in the southern lunar highlands, named after the Danish astronomer Tycho or Tycho Brahe. Alright, and ang diameter po niyan mga ka-spacers is 85 kilometers across. And it has a depth of about 4.8 kilometers. Magnificent. Fascinating, no? And kitang-kita po yung rays niya. Yung mga rays, those are patterns of white lines radiating around the rim of the Tycho crater. Alright. Ganun din po yung Copernicus crater kanina. Kung napansin po ninyo, very prominent din yung kanyang ray system. Again, these rays are patterns of white lines radiating around the rim of the Tycho crater and the Copernicus crater. Alright, itong mga bright areas po ng buwan, again, these are lunar highlands and impact craters. Alright, and ayan po, yan, ito ulit yung Tycho crater, mga ka-spacers. Galing, no? Noon po, I think a few weeks back, nagbiyahe po ako from Alabang to Calamba. Yung distance niyan is around 33 kilometers. Ito po yung Tycho crater, 85. Grabe, mas malaki pa to kaysa dun sa binahe ko. Alright, and itong mga itim-itim na ito, these are lunar plains. Ang tawag dyan po ay Maria or Mares. The word Maria is the Latin for seas. Kasi nung unang panahon, early sailors and early astronomers, they thought na yung mga dark patches na yan are bodies of water. Kala nila tubig yan. No? Kaya binigay na pangalan na Mares or Marias. But we know na yung mga dark patches na yan are solidified pools of ancient basaltic lava. Alright, so ayan po. Yan yung puti na yan po. Ano yan? Siguro highland ba? High structure po ng buwan po. Yung makabundok. Alright. And yan po, no? Yung lalaking mga lunar plains. And in a few moments, iligit na ako po yung Sea of Tranquility. Ayan po, no? Pababa na po yung Sea of Tranquility. Ayan. Kung saan po naglanding yung Apollo 11. Ayan po, no? Fascinating indeed. Ngayon po, if you have any reactions or comments sa ating lunar imaging tonight, please feel free to type in your comments or your reactions in our comment section below. Huwag po kayong mahiya and we would like to hear from you. Kung gising pa ho kayo, sige po at mag-comment po kayo or comment katanungan po kayo. Sana gising pa ho kayo mga ka-spacers. So marami pong salamat sa mga nanonood po ngayon. And samahan niyo po ako in the next 15 minutes na natitira sa ating online telescope viewing of the waning gibbous moon at 98% illumination. Alright, ayan po yung Montes Apeninos. Ayan po. And ito po sa bandang kanan is the Copernicus crater, yung maputi na yan, no? Yung malaking puti na yan. That's the Copernicus crater. Okay, so ang Copernicus crater ulit mga ka-spacers is 93 kilometers in diameter. Biruin nyo po, saan pa kayo? Ang laki. No? Mas malaki pa yan sa Las Piñas. And it has a depth of about 3.8 kilometers. Alright, and the crater was named after Nicholas Copernicus. Si Nicholas Copernicus, siya yung nagbigay ng idea that the sun is the center of the solar system. So yun ang tawag natin na heliocentric model. Alright, so that's our magnified image of the waning gibbous moon at about 98% illumination. And today mga ka-spacers is March 19, 2022. So sa mga nanonood po ngayon sa ating online telescope viewing, again pakiusap po mga ka-spacers to please like and share this online telescope viewing para po makarating sa maraming tao, lalong-lalo na po yung mga estudyante para ma-inspire po natin sila to love the sciences, especially po astronomy. Alright, and again shoutout kay Sir David Rioferio from CSR Insights and World Vision Philippines. Again, maraming salamat Sir David sa opportunity na binigay mo sa akin na in-interview mo ako sa iyong programang CSR Insight. And shoutout din kay Mr. Maurice O. Stewart of Sky Viewers International. Ayan, na-interview din po niya ako. And shout out sa mga officers and crew of the Vedan Society of Young Astronomers headed by Miss Angeline Kilang. And shout out din po sa mga kasama ko from the Manila Street Astronomers and yung mga kaibigan ko from the Philippine Astronomical Society, si Sir Camilo Dacanay and si Sir Hernan Dizon. Okay, and also shout out po sa inyong lahat mga ka-spacers out there na matyagang nanonood sa akin ngayon kahit gabing-gabi na, hating gabi na. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And ito pala po, ito yung telescope na ginamit ko, ito yung picture na nasa taas ang aking camera. This is a Mizar 70mm long tube refracting telescope. Ayan po, medyo shaky lang po yung kanyang tripod at inaayos ko pa. And again po, no, maniwala po kayo sa hindi. I bought this only for 1,000 pesos. Ayan po. Pero sira po yan anong binili ko. So I have to fix it. Inaayos ko lang yung kanyang focuser. Nilagyan ko ng eyepiece. And hanggang ngayon work in progress po yung kanyang tripod. Pero nonetheless po, no, in fairness po, ang ganda po ng image na binibigay po ng telescope na ito. Kitang-kita naman po sa ating online telescope viewing. Alright, so ayan po, in a few minutes po ulitin po natin, ima-magnify ulit natin yung image ng buwan para dun sa mga nakamiss kanina. Alright, so again po mga ka-spacers, we are viewing the waning gibbous moon. Alright, so pag sinabi nating waning gibbous, ang ibig lang sabihin yan is that the moon is getting smaller. So this is the phase between full moon and last quarter. Alright, waning means that there is a gradual decrease of the sunlit part of the moon. Now after full moon, actually full moon kahapon po. The waning process lasts until the new moon and it has two phases mga ka-spacers. The waning gibbous, dyan po tayo ngayon, and the waning crescent. Yan. Okay, and ang waning gibbous kasi parang may significance, may sinisimbolize ang waning gibbous. The waning gibbous phase of the moon is the perfect time of the month to be grateful, no, and share the right thing you have in life with your loved ones mga ka-spacers. The light of the moon is starting to decrease until a new moon. And it means, mga ka-spacers, that you can now benefit from the hard work you had to do for the last 2 weeks. So ibig sabihin nun, ang sinisimbolize ng waning gibbous magpahinga na ho tayo. And happy weekend po sa inyong lahat. Sana po nag-enjoy kayo ngayong weekend. Alright. And kasi sa Lunes, balik trabaho po tayo. Okay, so antabayanan nyo po, in a few minutes po, ima-magnify ulit natin yung waning gibbous moon natin at 98% illumination. Alright, and again po, sa lahat po ng mga nanonood, huwag niyo po akong iwanan, samahan niyo po ako. And please like and share itong ating online telescope viewing para makalat at makarating po sa maraming tao, lalong-lalo na po yung mga estudyante, no? Para ma-inspire po natin sila to love the sciences. Alright, some moon facts habang naghihintay po tayo ng magnified image of the moon. Ang moon kasi wala siyang atmosphere. And on the moon, the sky always appear dark even on the bright side. And kung makikita niyo po yung mga photos ng Apollo astronauts, no, yung background ng sky talagang dark, no, itim. And since the moon has no atmosphere, mga ka-spacers, there is no sound transmission on the moon. So, kunyari may pumutok dyan at kunyari nanood kayo ng sine at may pumutok sa buwan, peke po yun, no? Fake news. You cannot hear the explosion kasi walang sound transmission sa buwan. Alright, and kitang-kita naman sa ating lunar imaging ngayong gabi that the surface of the moon is scarred by millions of impact craters. And these impact craters are caused by asteroids, comets, and meteorites. And since there is no atmosphere on the moon to help it protect from bombardment from potential impactors, tuloy-tuloy po yung pagbagsak ng mga meteorites na yan, yung mga comets. No, kaya ang lalaki at ang lalalim ng mga impact craters sa buwan. Unlike here on Earth kasi may atmosphere po tayo, meteorites, they just burn up in our atmosphere. Okay. Alright, so yan po some moon facts, no? And kanina po nakita natin yung dalawang malalaking craters na Tycho crater and yung Copernicus crater. Alright, and in terms of space exploration, yung Apollo 12 po, mga ka-spacers, flew down dun sa Oceanus Procellarum, yung malapit po sa Copernicus crater. Alright, and Apollo 12, this was the first demonstration of point landing or the ability to target a landing site with a fair amount of precision. So, ang galing po, mga ka-spacers, no? That's Apollo 12. Alright, and sa Tycho crater naman, yun po, yun isa sa mga prominent craters on the moon and nasa southern lunar highlands po siya. What makes the Tycho crater stand out is its relative youth. It was formed recently enough that its beautiful rays, those are the materials ejected during the impact event, are still visible as bright streak. Yun, nakikita natin kahit na ganito po yung image ng buwan, hindi siya magnified. So kitang-kita po yung mga patterns of white lines na yan radiating around the rim of the Tycho crater. Alright, so ayan po ang some moon facts. Okay. And since po walang atmosphere sa buwan, there is no erosion and there is little geologic activity to wear away those craters. So mananatili po yung mga craters na yan forever, kahit po yung mga footprints ng astronauts. Unless apakan ng ibang astronaut yan. Alright, so ito na ulit yung ating magnified image of the waning gibbous moon. Alright, so nasa gitna po ng ating image is the Copernicus crater. Ayan, kitang-kita po yung patterns of white lines radiating around the rim. Yan po yung rays. And medyo puti lang po, yung malaking puti na yan. That's the Copernicus crater. Medyo maliwanag po yung loob. Alright, and ito po yung Oceanus Procellarum. Yan, may malaking patag na yan. Yung mga dark patches na yan, those are lunar plains. Okay, and tawag dyan ay Marias or seas. Kasi akala nila po yung mga dark patches na yan were bodies of water. Alright, we are moving the telescope on this side of the moon. Ayan, so again, just imagine yourselves looking at the porthole of the Apollo spacecraft. So ang telescope po natin ay parang spaceship. No? So imagine niyo po na kayo ay sumisilip doon sa bintana ng Apollo spacecraft. Yan, nanamin po ninyo ang ganda ng magnified image of our waning gibbous moon. Ayan po, talagang isang damakmak na craters yung makikita ninyo. And those craters were formed from asteroid, comets, and meteorite impacts. Alright. And ito, bumababa na po yung ating image. And ipapakita ko po sa inyo ang Tycho crater. Ayan po mga ka-spacers, no? Ayan yung Tycho crater. Fascinating. So the Tycho crater is 85 kilometers across. Ang malaki, grabe. And it has a depth of 4.8 kilometers. Malalim. Actually, mas malalim ito kaysa sa Copernicus. Alright, and very prominent po yung kanyang ray system, no? Yung mga patterns of white lines radiating around the rim. Okay, very prominent and visible. Alright, I am moving the telescope again dito sa Southern Lunar Highlands. Ayan, yung mga bright areas na yan, those are lunar highlands and impact craters, mga ka-spacers. Alright, so kung meron po kayong mga katanungan or kung meron kayong reactions or comments, just type in your comments down below. And kung may mga pa-shoutouts po kayo, just type in your name and your location para malaman din po namin kung hanggang saan nakakaabot ang ating live stream ngayong gabi. Alright. Ayan, so sana gising pa ho kayo. No, huwag niyo po akong tulugan. Okay. So ito po ulit yung Tycho crater, mga ka-spacers. Ayan, so the Tycho crater again is the prominent lunar impact crater located in the Southern Lunar Highlands, named after the Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe. Yan, and he's one of the greatest of the naked eye astronomers. So wala pa yung telescope noon. Pero marami na rin siyang naambag noon, no, bago dumating yung telescope. Alright. Okay, so we are now moving the telescope at the northern part of the moon. Ayun, so para tayong nasa orbit, no? Galing. Ang bagal ng movement ng ating telescope. And para po tayong nakasakay sa Apollo spacecraft. Alright. Ang ganda talaga, no? Sana makapunta ako dyan sa buwan. Okay. Alright. Ayan po. Yung puti na yan, parang ano yan, baka bundok yan or crater na nasisinagan ng araw. Okay, so ayan po yung Montes Apenninus. Dumaan tayo sa Montes Apenninus. And ito, minumove natin yung telescope dun sa Sea of Tranquility kung saan po naglanding yung Apollo 11. Ayan po mga ka-spacers. Wow, fascinating. Ayan po, that's Mares Tranquillitatis or the Sea of Tranquility. Ayan po, nasa gitna po ng ating lunar image kung saan po naglanding yung Apollo 11. Okay, so if you're fascinated mga ka-spacers, just comment down below. Ayan po. And we would like to hear from you. Alright, shout out sa mga gising pa ngayon. Okay? Ayan, so kung gising kayo, magparamdam po kayo. Mag-comment po kayo sa ating online telescope viewing ngayon of the waning gibbous moon. Ayan po, dumadaan po tayo ngayon sa Montes Apenninus. Ayan po, that's a long mountain range. And ito po yung malaking puti na yan on the right side, that's the Copernicus crater. And again, yung Copernicus crater is 93 kilometers in diameter. and it has a depth of 3.8 kilometers. Ayan po yung malaking puti na yan. That's the Copernicus crater. Alright, we are now moving the telescope sa northern part of the moon. Yan. So ito po yung Oceanus Procellarum. Ayan, medyo nag-shake po yung ating tripod kaya ganyan. Parang nanginginig po yung ating video. Yan, yung tripod lang kasi. Okay, so ayan po yung ating magnified image of the waning gibbous moon at 98% illumination. Yan po. And I took this image of our moon March 19, 2022. And gabing-gabi na po. Marami pong salamat sa mga nakatutok po ngayon. So again po mga ka-spacers, lalong-lalo na po sa mga nakatutok ngayon, to please like and share itong ating online telescope viewing. Okay, so para makarating po sa maraming tao. So, and also please watch my interview with Mr. David Rioferio. In-interview niya po ko. Yung link dun sa kanyang webpage ay nasa Vedan Society of Young Astronomers. So, please check that out mga ka-spacers. At marami po kayong matututunan about my passion for astronomy. Check out also my Facebook page, yung The Science Guy TV ka-spacers channel. And check out the Facebook page of the Skywatcher Society of Las Piñas. Ayan, and kung mag-improve po yung sitwasyon sa COVID-19, we might consider conducting a face-to-face public telescope viewing at Robinson's Place, Las Piñas. So anyway, pinapakiramdaman ko pa po yung sitwasyon. So antabayanan nyo po yung any announcements or updates para dyan. Because next month, we will be celebrating Global Astronomy Month. Okay, so siguro hanggang dito na lang po tayo. Thank you po for watching this online telescope viewing. Marami pong salamat at sinamahan niyo po ko sa loob ng 30 minutos. Thank you. And sana kung clear pa yung skies bukas, we can continue with this online telescope viewing. At yun po yung aming advocacy dito sa Vedan Society of Young Astronomers, because we would like to bring the telescope to you mga ka-spacers. Ayan. Okay, so marami pong salamat. This is your ka-spacer and Space Commander, Professor Jun Cajigal, saying live long and prosper. And always remember mga ka-spacers to always keep your space. Alright, bye-bye po. See you in my next online telescope viewing.